choose to. I see what you're saying.
Myself. God has ordained everything, and you have free will. How is that I have free will? It's created me and everything. You make genuine choices, and God is making sure that everything is working out exactly the way that He wants it. But those choices were already written. No, they're written because He knew that that's what was going to happen. But it's already written. Like, okay, if He's written it in a certain way, then how is that going to change that way? Can I change it? Can I do otherwise? Then what has been foreordained? Of course not. So how's that? I'm free. If I can't do otherwise than what I want, what's going to happen? You are going to make the decisions that God knew you were going to make. You're going to do exactly everything that God knew you were going to do. And He is working that out providentially in His plan, sovereignly running the universe to have it happen exactly the way that He wants. So how can I be blamed for something I do if He's already... Because you've done it. I know I did it because He's written it. No. He's written it because you're going to do it. Why would you write something that I'm going to do?
Y'all get it though, right? You don't get it? Alright, you get it, Jermaine? You get it, Jermaine? Now I'm speaking plain English, Jermaine. I hate when you do that, bro. Do you get it?
Get what?
You know what? I'm just gonna watch it. That's just pissing me off. See, I'm not patient like this dude. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it because you can have people on college campus like this dude right here. All right. So if you don't, I'm gonna speak to you since you. All right. His argument, his question is, how can we have free will if God has already preordained what we were going to do? So his analogy was, or his whatever it was, that if God wrote down Adonai is going to wake up today at 3:52, wipe her eye, and go and make her something to eat, or use a bathroom. I said you didn't do that part yet, but that's what you end up doing, right? So his idea is that you're just following God's plan. You don't have a choice in the matter. You're just going to do it regardless, right? You get that? So God doesn't really have, so then we don't have a choice. We don't have free will. But that's what Christians say we have, right? Well, the preacher's like, okay, don't you know that it's you're right, it's preordained, but don't you know that it's not that you're programmed to do it because He wrote it. You're doing it because He already knew what you're going to do. It's like,
you're doing it.
Let me explain. Let me make it more clear. Oh, I ain't trying to argue with anybody. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to, that gets hard. That gets really hard. But, our stuff friends, say I was your dad, or whatever, mommy. She tells you, she knows you. Let's say she knew everything about you. She knew your character, you make good designs, what your bad or good choices, what you do, what you like, what you don't like, okay, boom. So it's like, Najee, there's some cookies on the table. I want you not to eat those cookies. I want you to wait until dinner, right? Mommy knows that you're going to eat those cookies regardless, what she say. Because she knows you love, this is your favorite cookie. She knows you love those cookies. You're going to do it regardless. And you go ahead and do it. Does that take away your free choice? Or does that mean mommy pre-programmed you to already make the decision? You get what I'm saying? So if you chose, you know what? So now you got an option. You got to obey mom and not eat the cookies, like she said, or go ahead and eat the cookies because you already know she knew that she was going to do it. I'm just going to eat the cookies because you already know about it. Not what she, wanted you to do. And that was the argument. So reading pretty much. The preacher's case is that, you choose to make decisions in your life. You chose those. God already know, though. He already knew before you was born what you was going to do, how you was going to live your life. But He still chose to let you live and risk you making those choices or not. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to choose me and love me for me, or are you going to love the world? Well, let's just say you choose for God. Well, He knew you were going to do that. He knew the steps you were going to do. But you chose for God. You had the choice. Like if I could say right now I don't believe in God and live that for the rest of my life. He knew that I was going to make that decision. But He still chose to make me. You feel me? But I still had that freedom to choose. So the guy was saying that there's no way that we can have a free will if it's already determined. Like if God already knows that I'm going to make a decision. It makes sense to a certain degree, but what the flaws in all this is that I'm still choosing. I made that decision. Like if I wake up work red, or red, you wake up and you chose to wear red. If I woke up on red green, I chose to wear green. If I wake up and decide I'm gonna worship God, I chose to. Joshua makes it very clear. Choose this day who you gonna serve. Myself, if God be God, serve God. If Baal be God, serve Baal. Pretty much. So that's the argument here, and the guy is having a hard time seeing it. You get it? You ready? Is Tommy ready?
Yeah.
Now, why does God allow evil to happen? If God is good, why doesn't He stop everything? Okay, well, this is, if anybody here is a parent, you're going to have children, you know they're going to sin and do bad.
Like the cookie analogy. Your mommy knows you know what I'm saying? You like cookies. You told her not to do, you don't eat cookies anyways. That's what you gonna do. She knows it. Is that?
Fair enough. I will remove the analogy. The reason that this world exists is really simple.
What?
Right?
Why do you
remove
remove
the
the
story
analogy?
of Adam and Eve, and they think,
I don't know. I missed that part.
Now, why does God allow evil to happen? If God is good, why doesn't He stop everything? Okay, well, this is, if anybody here is a parent, you're going to have children, you know they're going to sin and do bad. But don't compare. Fair enough. I will remove the analogy. The reason that this world exists is really simple. Alright, sometimes people hear the story of Adam and Eve and they think, they ate the fruit, plant meat, God huddled the angels together. What do we do now? It was God's foreordained, prearranged plan that He would create a universe with people in it. Adam and Eve. Adam was your federal representative. Whether you liked it or not, Adam represented you. He sinned. God knew he would sin. Throwing the world into sin, we see the effects everywhere with everything. Why did He do this? Because God wanted to demonstrate His attributes of mercy, grace, and loving kindness. God is Trinitarian. 3 persons, 1 God. God has lots of attributes. Power, truth, right? And He can show off those attributes to Himself between Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But He has attributes like mercy and grace and loving kindness. And God doesn't need mercy or grace because He's not a sinner. So for Him to show His mercy, grace, and loving kindness, He created a planet knowing that we would sin, not causing us to sin, knowing that we would sin in His prearranged plan, so that He could send His Son, Jesus Christ, to be born of a virgin, to live under the law, to receive also under the curse of the law, so that
What do you think? Are you wearing just a big t-shirt? Are you just a big t-shirt man? You a big t-shirt man? You a big old t-shirt man? Yeah, you fired, baby man.
Oh wow.
You were dirty down. What? I just took that fine stuff. I'll put you right next to this. Move you this further. And then you can stop. No, I'm joking.
I'm tired.
You me? How you feel, man? Hey, it's good on you. You don't feel like you feel, man. You feel like you feel better. Anything like having a baby, bro. It's 5% having a baby brother. Less. More restrictions. I'm kidding about it. Guardian down. Not for me, though. You'll be getting slapped. You can't get them back. They can't revive. He hasn't hit a person yet. Oh man, he couldn't hit one person.
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
What?
Just gonna run in and die.
Ain't that what you did? Why not?
I was gonna see who was gonna die, and they both died.
Oh, that's why he was golden looking. Yeah. Is it called self-res, like resurrection?
It's called Radiance.
No, I'm talking about like when I hear you say, come get my res, come get my res. Is it like rescue?
No, yeah.
Rescue.
Well, people say it's really revive, but people say res because, you know.
I got resurrected or something.
Well, I just revive myself.
You hitting that thing?
Oryx
Dang.
may be gone, but the sympathetic vibrations of his shrine still resonate across the cosmos. There is power here. Great power.
You're such a handsome young man. You're such a handsome young man. 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 You will lead the world into destruction. I'm just running this style.
Guardian, down.
So chubby. How'd you get so big? So chubby. Look at that head. Look at that head. What? Look at that head, boy. Oh no, I mean at night. Oh, she died. The only persons left is me and you, son. We will lead this world into devastation. To denounce the evil of truth and love. To extend our reach from the stars above.
Really?
Yeah, you don't even know what that is out there.
Naruto.
No, nigga. My nigga thought it was Naruto till 2017. Thank you that. No, bruh. What big millennium? I don't know what Pokemon really is.
Oh, hell no. Fuck no.
The original Pokemon is dope, but you're not about to sit here and tell me Pokemon's gay. The Pokemon y'all watching, our generation is gay. That's why, because he's gay. Everybody in our age group, when it first came out, nigga, every age, every gender, nigga, everyone, everywhere was watching Pokemon. That's why it was one of the most top 10 iconic animes that was aired on national television. And I mean national by the United States.
The black goop, right?
Which is big because the United States wasn't really big on putting anime on air in another country. Or in like cartoons in another country. We don't watch Russian cartoons, you know what I mean? We don't watch, Korean drama on television. We watch American shows for American people. You gotta have a really good TV show if you're gonna air it in another country. That's probably halfway around the world. It's definitely one of the big deal. Yu-Gi-Oh was another one. But again, Yu-Gi-Oh is another one who's taking it too far. And now it's stupid. But the original Yu-Gi-Oh was the balls. Nigga, right now, and it's so popular with Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon that certain cards that they have, like trading cards they had back in the day, it's worth a fortune if you ever have them in your possession.
Beware, Guardian.
So, just the cards alone are worth a fortune.
Do not let Malak dominate this shrine.
That's just plastic paper. You can get rich just by having an old, custom-made Charizard card Charizard's a dragon from Pokemon. And if you have like an old custom-made Charizard or originally made Charizard, you know, or whatever, and you kept that for over 20 years, yeah, it could probably buy you a fortune. You know what I mean? A fortune, like a huge house, all kinds of cars, you know, family, money for the family and for the rest of their life. Dead ass. I'm not lying to you. And don't have a bunch of cards that you kept. Like if you was a collector's, they're rare collector's items, you know, that was distributed because, you know, sometimes when the manufacturers print these cards, they mess up, you know, and they do a recall, or they stop the production altogether. So there's a select few of those cards in existence ever. You know what I mean? Those cards are worth a lot of money because there's only like you're only a handful of people that actually had them before they stopped making them ever. You know what I mean? So with anything, it's called rare. Depending on how rare the card is, will determine the value of the card. Everyone wants to get their hands on that rare card or rare anything item. It's just with how we work with gamers. We like rare stuff. We like stuff that not everybody has. You know what I mean? How do you feel when you drive around in a 1999 Buick, you know, that everybody has? Same color, same make and design. Everybody named Mama got the same car. You don't feel too special, do you? No. But if you had a fucking if you had a 2017 Ford Mustang, you know, limit customized color, they don't even make these no more type, you know, cars. Futuristic, nigga, I'm gonna turn my car into a magic boat type car. You know what I mean? You the only nigga on the planet who got it. You know what I mean? I know, I can almost bet you there will be people after you try to sell you a fortune to get that. Yeah, or they're trying to steal it. That's why you might want to get it up. You know? But you get the point. You know, the rarity, the more rare the item, the more valuable it becomes. So this with cards, baseball card, any type of card is really big. I didn't get into collecting cards. I didn't get big. What was your question?
What the
So
heck?
they stopped making
What,
Yeah.
bruh?
Pennies, there's certain pennies, coins, dollars. Like there's like you can pretty much name. I can name you anything on this planet that became like that won somebody's fortune because of the rarity of the item. You know what I mean? So there's, you know, yeah. But $2 bills aren't that rare. It's just not very known. But it is. I mean, it's rare because you don't see it in the common aspect. But it's not worth enough. It's not rare enough to be worth a fortune if you ever had your hands on it. But if you kept it, you know, and that's another thing with people. You know, you don't know what's valuable until you lost it. You know what I mean? Because let's say you did have a $2 bill. You're like, oh well, you know, I don't really see these $2 bills, but at the same time, I know that a lot of people do have them. So, you know, I'm just buy me a bag of chips or whatever. Well, you just gave the cashier the $2 bills, and then somebody, you know, bought something from that store, and now they have the $2 bill, and they decide to keep it for 50 years. And now all of a sudden, nobody makes $2 bills anymore. Well, now he has the only $2 bill that's literally being, you know, he is one of the very few people who have the rare items that you just now gave away. You know what I mean? Free of charge. You get what I'm saying? That's how they that's how trading is actually really done. You trade something that you believe that has value, what isn't value, but the mistake in some things is that you don't know or you can't predict how rare things become. Then you have people who are now or known as because of those ideas or entities, because of the fact that you don't know what rare items you have until you lose it, then it creates people to become hoarders. And then you have people who store everything everywhere, and you just have a bunch of junk. There's a difference between collecting rare items and just storing junk. You know what I mean? But it's hard to tell the difference. It's a very thin line because you don't ever know. You know, something in that house that he hoarded for over 50 years could be of value. Who could win him a fortune? But not everything, I guarantee. You know, and it's hard to really decide or decipher the two between. That was a good question. Those weren't rare. They were old, and they were definitely worth more than what they were. No, they were worth more than what they were valued at the time that people had it. So, for example, back in the day, a quarter could probably buy you a whole lot of groceries. Actually, to be honest with you, if you had a quarter, you was actually pretty doing well with yourself. You know, when great grandma was a girl. So yeah. But when I mean girl, I mean like 16. I mean, it's still a young girl. You know. Anything, I believe a girl is anything under 21. If you're 20 years old, you're still a girl. You know, you're still a, you know. But anyway, but there's different relations. But yeah, so basically, now that same quarter, 20 years now down the road, not a lot of people have those anymore. They could probably buy you a house, you know, or something. Now, I don't know what he did with those things, but that's just because Sonny's an idiot, you know. Had he knew, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because another 50 years when Sonny's old, those coins, I can guarantee you, will be worth quite some change. You know what I mean? If he had actually